Hi guys, this video is based on one of your comments. Let's build a dataset with three columns. ID, that contains value P1, P2, P3, P4, represent different individuals in our dataset. Status is a dummy variable that takes value 1 if the individual is married, 0 otherwise. Year contains years from 2010 to 2016. Let's start by loading the dplyr package. Now let's build the ID and now year. Note that for year we use the rep function, but here we use the argument each equal 4. Note the difference with the following. As you can see, in the first case we have 2010 replicated 4 times, then 2011 4 times, and so on. In the second case, what is the difference? That we have from 2010 2016 replicated first time, second time, and so on. Okay, so now let's build the status. Let's do like this, and now let's put all together. So this is our dataset. So what we want to do, we want to generate a new variable, a categorical variable that takes value not married, married, get married, still married, divorced, based on the status of the individual. So what we do is that we consider the status at T0 and T1, where T0 means the period before. So if at T0 the status equals 0 and the T1 equals 0, this means that the person is not married. At T0 is equal to 0 and T1 equal 1, this means that the person get married. At T0 equal 1 and T1 equal 1, this means that the person is still married. At T0 equal 1 and T1 equal 0, this means that the person divorced. How can we do this? Let's see. First of all, we need to group by ID because we have to consider the years for the individual. So for P1, for P2, for P3, and for P4. So here we are grouping by ID. Then we use mutate, and we generate a new column, get underscore married. And here we use the function case underscore when. Lag status equals 0 and status equals 0, not married. So here we are writing this basically. Lag status equals 0 and status equal 1, get married. Lag status equal 1 and status equal 1, still married. Lag status equal 1 and status equal 0, divorce. And by the way, double equality. Okay? So let's do like this. Let's check our dataset. As you can see, now we have a new column here, where the values for this new column are all NA not available for 2010. And this makes sense because we don't have the period before 2010 in our dataset. We don't have the year for 2009. So for this one here, they are all NA. But let's check 2011. So P1 we have not married. Why? Because status at 2010 is 0 and at 2011 is 0, so we have not married. P2 is 0 at 2010, but we have 1 at 2011, so P2 get married. But let's subset so we can see a little bit better. Let's subset for P1. So here, 2010 and A. This is 0, 0, 0. So not married, not married. At 2013, P1, we have 1 in status. So from 0 to 1 means that you get married. Then we have 1, 1, still married. And then here, from 1 to 0, it means that it divorced. Let's check P2. So NA, from 0 to 1, get married. Then all 1, still married. Let's check P3. So here, 1, 1, 1, still married, but then we have from 1 to 0 divorced. Then here 00 is not married, and then here get married again in 2016. Before, all 0, not married. Now note something here. Here, the dataset is telling us that this get married is a character variable. Let's check here. When we work with categorical variable, it's better to have them as factors. So what we are going to do is to use the s.factor to transform this variable in a factor. Let's do this. Let's check the class. Now let's check again the data. And as you can see here, we have the levels. So we have divorced, get married, non married, still married. So we have transformed this column in a factor. So guys, this is what I want to show you and I hope it's useful. See you in the next video.